All right, Polly, we're live. So before we get going, be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and this is Miss Polly here. We're going to get into her story a little bit. So go ahead and tell us, a little about yourself, Polly.
I'm 37, single mom of three amazing kids. I'm a grateful, recovering addict. I was raised and born in a small town. Um, that's about it, about my life, well, what I'm doing.
Okay, about when did you start using substances?
When I was 13, I was getting raped by my cousin, and then I lost my grandpa. Um, I always hanged around this house growing up because there's a Down syndrome girl that lived there. I pretty much took care of her. And it was a crack house. And then I lost my grandpa in '94. And I asked her mom, I was like, hey, will you smoke some weed with me? She rolled a Prima, and I didn't know what that meant at that time. And then I liked the feeling. And I was like, well, what was in that weed? And she was like, crack. I was like, well, can you give me some crack? And I started smoking crack when I was 13. I lost my uncle in '97 due to cancer. Then I started doing smoking crack, smoking meth, um, and then I started drinking. Then when I turned 18, I was at a party, went home with this guy, and then ended up pregnant. Then I stopped using and everything. Stayed clean for like 4 or 5 years. I stayed clean. Then I had my daughter in 2006. Um, and then in 2014, um, two of my nieces was on fentanyl and heroin. So I was like, well, if I can just sell it, and then there ain't nothing gonna happen to them because they already OD like 3 4 times already. So I started selling it, and I was selling it to them. Then in 2012, 2007, 2008, I got back with my daughter's dad. He was a crackhead alcoholic. Beat the shit out of me every day. I lived with that for 18 years. And then in 2012, I got blessed with twins. I stayed clean from 2012 to 2000 2014. And then I lost my dad. And then I went on a heroin and fentanyl, shooting it, smoking it, doing pretty much whatever I went with it. And then 2014, I lost my dad, like I said. Um, he was a big role in my life.
Right.
And I looked up to him like he was my best friend. Um, and then I started using meth and fentanyl and heroin and shooting it up. Then I lost my two nieces in 2016, and I stopped um, using. And then in 2017, I lost my ex boyfriend to an overdose, so I started using again. And then in 2019, I went to rehab. Um, Went to rehab out of state. I went to Cleveland. Went to rehab in Cleveland. I went to 3 different rehabs because I didn't want to be didn't want no other drugs trying to get clean. I wanted to stop cold turkey. So I went to this rehab called the Edna House in Cleveland. Toxin and everything. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. Just put me in a room and let me stop cold turkey. And he was like, no, that's not a good idea because you can die with withdrawals. I was like, no, I don't want to be put on none of that. So when I was at that rehab, I looked into other rehabs around Cleveland, and then I found the B. Riley house. I went there. Tony was awesome. I told him what I wanted to do. He put me on IP, what was it called, IP. And then I went to counseling. He let me stay in my room. I was in my room for like a good 2 months going through outbreak withdrawals. But they kept an eye on me, so I was good. I stayed there for like 7 months, and then I left and called my ex and went back to my ex. So then I moved to Indianapolis. with him to find out he was still using and stuff. So I went to a homeless shelter in Indianapolis because I didn't want to come back to Ohio because this is where I used that. So I wasn't coming back here. That was no. So I went to a homeless shelter, and then I met this lady. She rented me a room. I stayed with her for like 4 years till I knew I was on the right track. Um, and then 6 months ago, I moved back home to my hometown. Got my kids back in my life. Um, Doing awesome. That's my story.
That, that's what's up. So you've been clean for what, about 4 years now?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to that. That's always cool. What I'm interested in is the whole speedballing thing. You know what that is, right? Taking meth and fentanyl at the same time.
Fentanyl, yes.
How how did you kind of get into doing that? Like, what did you, was you not scared that you might die from a heart attack or?
No, I OD 10 times.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
But
Um, the
I know how
speedball,
much I could do and handle. You know what I mean? I know not to overdo it. So I like get up at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. Even if I did go to sleep, I would shoot meth here on fentanyl. I'll shoot it, and then I'm good for like 8 9 hours. You know what I mean? Like I'm not in no pain no more. But when I feel that I was coming down off from it, I'll do like another shot in between 9:30, 10 o'clock p.m. So I wasn't. I mean, I was still using, but I wasn't doing it. I wasn't shooting myself like 10, 20 times a day,
yeah, yeah, that's wild. So,
and it was.
where are you from again?
I'm from London, Ohio.
London, Ohio. So, what's the drug epidemic like out there? Is it fentanyl, meth? What's
It's all of it: meth, fentanyl, heroin. I was just sitting here counting all the people that I used with in London because London is a small town. It's probably got like 3,000, 4,000 people in it. Everybody knows everybody.
small,
Um,
small?
I used with a lot of people, and I went back when I moved up here. I looked them up, see how they was, checked on them. I pretty much lost everybody that I used with, and it was like 25 people I used with, and all of them was gone, but six or five of them.
They died from overdoses or something.
Yes,
Yeah, this fentanyl's taking a lot of people out.
and it is really is. It
So,
really truly is.
so, uh, so you've been clean for 4 years. You got a substantial amount of time under your belt. You want to
Right.
talk? You want to give any advice on how you've managed to do that? Like, what's your biggest tools to stay sober?
My kids, my family. Um, that's pretty much it. Stay away from negative people. Get around positive people. Um, like I said, I stopped cold turkey. I didn't take no Suboxone, no methadone, or nothing, and I didn't even work a 12 program step.
Right. So you refused MAT.
Right.
Yeah. That's that's,
Um,
that's good. That's awesome.
you just do it how you want to do it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I still smoke weed. I do. So I'm not 100% clean. I'm
Cali
not.
sober.
Huh?
They call that Cali sober.
Right. So I'm not 100% clean. I still got to work on that, but at least I'm clean off of meth, fentanyl, and heroin.
100%.
And I'm not out here doing that stupid shit again. Um,
Yeah. So a lot of people consider marijuana a form of medication assisted treatment. So
right. And my counselor and my therapist told me that was like weed because they wanted to pin me back on Adderall and Ativans, and I was like, no, you can do whatever you can, but I do not want that shit. No, I
yeah,
don't. Um,
yeah, because that's
so
kind of like meth and a pill, really.
right, and it is. It's just meth and pill, like you said, and it 100% is. And like I said, I was on Adderall from the age 5 to 26. I took
Yeah,
Adderall,
that's
and
yeah, me too. Yeah, I was prescribed Adderall and Ritalin and all that too.
right.
Um, so what about cravings? Do you ever get them? Do you ever like feel the need to go get
Mm-mm.
it?
Nope.
You don't get them anymore. So you had an epiphany and you were done.
I did.
You
I
were
was
done with.
done. Can't do it no more. Can't live that life no more. I gotta stay alive for my kids. I did get to make my grandma happy before she passed away. Because that's all she was worrying about was me dying. But I ended up losing her last year with cancer. But she knows I'm clean, so that makes me feel good.
Yeah,
But no, I do not have no cravings, no nothing at all.
yeah. That's
Now, like if I go like to my hometown, London, like and I see certain people and I talk to them, like I can't be around them for a long period of time because I do get urges like, man, I can run off with her and go get high, you know what I mean? Because I know she's high. It's my best friend.
right.
Um,
When it's right in your face, it's a lot. It's it's a lot easier to make that decision because it's there. It's accessible.
right,
All it takes is a decision. That's why
right,
it's so important to get away from the people, places, and things.
right.
Yeah,
That's like I just lost my best friend Michelle. Like she's been going like 5 months. Um, she died. She was smoking meth and died. Um, that's all I heard when I came back home. But if I was around her for a long period of time, like I can't be around her. I mean, I'll
yeah.
stop and say hi to her, see how she's doing. But for me to hang around with her, I can't do it. I
That
won't do it.
that's
Um,
good that you know your boundaries and you know what you can and can't do to risk your sobriety.
right.
Um, because a lot of people get cocky and confident. They think it's all good. They get around the wrong people, and one
Right. Well, I
thing
can
leads to
just use
another.
one more time and I won't use no more. No, that's not how it works.
Right, right. You're always one slip up away from a relapse.
Right. That's why I say 1 minute at a time. It's not one day at a time, it's 1 minute at a time.
So, what was Do you remember what your breaking point was that kind of made you want to get clean and stay clean and never go back? Was there like a low point, a low moment?
Yeah, it was when I lost my kids and
When her
my
friend
mom.
told her she was gonna kill her if she didn't get fucking straight.
That's my best friend. Like, she's been throughout hell with me. She's been throughout my whole addiction with me.
That's good
Um,
that you got a friend.
she's more like my sister than a friend.
That's good to have. You gotta. I'm sure she supports you and you support her
And
back.
I support her too.
That's awesome. Shout out to y'all. Is she in some recovery too?
Yes. She's got 4 years clean too.
Oh, that's awesome. So y'all got the same clean time.
Right.
Right? That's awesome. That's good to have.
And it
Y'all can
is.
encourage each other. So you lost your kids. That seems to be a lot of people's breaking point. When a mother loses her kids, you pretty much lose your dignity and your morality when you lose your
Oh no,
kids.
when I lost them, I went and did 18 grams of meth altogether. I was hallucinating so bad. I called her and was like, "Sis, you need to come take me to the hospital." She's like, "No, you just need to go to fucking sleep." I'm like, I can't go to sleep. I'm no, I need to go to the hospital. I feel like I'm ODing. She was like, "You can't OD on meth." I'm
The
like,
hell you can't.
man, it was terrible. It was bad.
She stayed up for a fucking week.
The, the hell you can't. Anybody listening, you most definitely can OD on meth. You can stop your heart.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's a lot of like I feel like for a mother, that's about as low as you can get losing your kids. If that doesn't make you change, I feel like there's not a whole lot that will.
So I lost my kids. My mom stopped talking to me. Pretty much everybody stopped talking to me, and that was my breaking point. I just couldn't do it no more.
That's that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you a part of the Scar community. We're a strong community, and we're just going to get bigger, bigger
Thank
and
you for
bigger.
having me.
Spread this awareness. That's what we do.
Right. It's all we can do, and pray for them, be here for them.
Yeah, for sure. You got any future plans that you're trying to do, or like any goals that you're trying to reach right now?
Um, I'm looking for my own place to get my kids back. That's my biggest goal. Is to get my own place, get my kids back, and just get my family back. I mean, I talk to my kids every day,
Right.
but Like I understand where my sister's coming from. Like she still says she's happy that I'm clean. She's proud of me, but I got to prove since I moved back home that I'm not going to use.
How long
And
have you
she's
been
got
back
to see
home?
that I'm not going to go out there and use. Um, like I said, I've been home for 5 months now and I haven't used yet. So I don't think I'm going to. I know I'm not going to.
No. Well, using is going to mean that you ain't going to get your kids back. So
Right.
you
And like I said, I pretty much got them back. I talk to them every day. One thing I got to work on is getting me a place and then go back to court and get custody of them back. So that's what I'm working on now.
baby steps, one step
Yeah.
at a time. You'll reach that goal.
Right.
Consistency. Hey, stay consistent and recover. That's the Scar Nation slogan. Looks like we got some technical difficulties going on Polly's end. Not sure what happened, guys. I don't know if her phone died or what. Well, that might conclude the interview. I don't know what happened to Polly. Maybe she'll try to rejoin. But for the ones watching, guys, I got my website link below. If you would like to come on and share your story, I can interview you. If you want to buy some Scar Nation merch, a T-shirt, a sticker, coffee mug, whatever, in the description. If you want to join the Discord, it's in the description. Just check out my website. If you want to donate to the channel, uh, that you can donate on my website. Guys, I run my whole operation off donations. So anything helps. Here she comes. Here she comes. Let's get her back in here.
Sorry, Josh, I don't know what happened.
It's all good. It's all good. I was just telling everybody, we're proud of you.
Thank
And
you, and I'm proud of all you guys too.
yeah, if you got anything else, I mean, we can cut it short. If you got anything else you want to talk about or say, feel free.
My inbox.
Repeat that
I
again.
run my own recovery group on Facebook too. It's called the
Oh yeah, her phone is spazzing. Her phone is spazzing. Yeah, her phone's spazzing. Guys, if you want to join the Discord, you can get in contact with Polly if you're interested in joining her Facebook recovery group. We're gonna go ahead and end this thing. Remember, remember, stay consistent and recover, guys. That's what it's all about. I love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.